Hello there, Space Captains. It's Connor, and I am once again playing Fractured Space. And oh my, do I have a treat for every single one of you. I'm going to be playing a ship that's technically a support, but plays more like an attack craft. And that ship is the TDS Sentinel. Support craft, but not really. Right, so yeah, the Sentinel. Very nice ship. I have played it before quite a bit during the time before the Great Wipe of 2016. Yeah, so let's get down to it. Initial impressions of the ship. Well, I don't think it's any surprise at this point that I like the ship, which I do a great deal. I mean, ugly as sin, but I like the ship a lot. Also, really like its main weapon. It's pretty damn awesome, and its support abilities, which are also very nice, but it does play more of a kind of aggressive role. I would kind of see this thing as a medic in a war zone, in a big battlefield that's currently exploding and bullets flying all over the place, and I'll get to why. So, base hull strength, 9,000, kind of average for a ship of this size, as is the initial max speed. But onto the little blurb of information. The Sentinel is a flexible ship designed to augment most combat lines with its combination of maneuverability, multitude of attack capabilities, and allied support functionality. What's going on, Edge Case? What's with all the big words? Are you trying to break me or something? I hope not. But anyway, on we go. Its primary There's another one. There's another big word. What the hell's going on here? Its primary characteristic is its speed, allowing it to weave through the battlefield and amplify allied engine power while decreasing the enemies with its pulse AoE. Navigation through hostile territories is further aided by the tracking ability of its primary weapon and the delivery of negative effects using projectiles. In short, it's a ship that goes around the battlefield making other ships faster and making the enemy ships slower. So with that medic type thing I gave as an example, it goes around the battlefield giving its troops speed while giving the enemy troops marijuana. Oh yes, it's a good ship in both ways. Alright, so let's check out the loadout, but actually before that, again on its looks, one of the uglier Titan ships, and that's saying something because most of the Titan ships are sexy as hell. Right, so let's have a look at the other ships, for example. Right, there's the Sentinel. Doesn't look that great, does it? I mean, I suppose it's personal preference. I don't think it looks that good. But on to the Protector. Protector is ugly as sin as well. It's kind of like what would happen if an all-powerful being came to Earth and turned Quasimodo into a ship. The outcome would be the Protector. But onwards and upwards we go. The Revenant Reaper, and oh my, is that a nice ship. I mean, look at all the curves, and oh, it's a nice ship. It's a very nice ship. And onwards from that we go to another Reaper, its little brother, and it's a very nice ship as well. Visually a few changes, but it's still a really nice ship. Down to the Equalizer. The Equalizer is, I want to see what you look like, damn it. You're also a nice little looking ship. I like you a lot. It's kind of like if you put the Equalizer and the Reaper together. Well, not the Equalizer and the Reaper. What am I talking about, Connor? I have no idea, Connor. What are you talking about? It's kind of like if you put the Persecutor and the Reaper together, you'd get the Equalizer. And I think that's actually what they might have done. So yeah. On to the Interceptor. You all know what I think of the Interceptor. I think it's one of the best looking damn ships in the game. Probably, in my opinion, the second best looking ship, because the first goes to the Leviathan. Look at that beast of beauty. Look at that. That is gorgeous. No symmetry at all, but it's gorgeous. I mean, these fins here have no practical purpose. Still looks good. Down to the Raven. The Raven looks awesome. And how do you explain this one? Actually, the other day I was streaming with Kurt of England. His channel is awesome. I highly recommend it. I'll actually put a link down below. Check it out. He's really good. Very, very good at the game. He's level 50, wouldn't you know? So, yeah, check him out. I think he's actually level 51 now. But during the streams, one of the commenters, viewers said, doesn't the... What ship is it again? Where is it? I think it's the Enforcer or the Hunter. Doesn't it look like a pod racer? You know what? It might have actually been the Brawler. Doesn't the Brawler look like one of the engines of a pod racer? To which I replied, it does. But you know what else looks like a pod racer? The Raven. Which it does. So that's my explanation. I think it's a nice looking ship. Better looking if you like pod racers, which I do. One of the only good parts of the Star Wars prequels, along with Darth Maul. And up to the Persecutor. Best looking ship in the game that has blink capabilities. That's all I have to say. Right, back on to Little Faithful and its loadout. Right, so the Sentinel smart gun, right? Max range 12,500 meters, optimum range the exact same, volley count 10, refire rate 0.1 seconds, base damage 40 per something D. I have no clue what that means. Base cooldown 3 seconds. Right. The Sentinel's main weapon showcases the potency of smart gun technology when fitted to medium-sized fighters. The Sentinel smart gun combines higher yield warheads with a faster rate of fire than seen in smaller counterparts. So, in short, it tracks its target. You could aim a little bit to the left or right or above or below an enemy ship that you're currently targeting and fire this thing, and it would turn to make the difference to hit the enemy ship, which is nice. With the upgrades here, not really sure which one you would want to go with. I don't really see the need for either upgrade, especially on a ship's guns, in which the guns track the target and follow the target. But overall, I would go with the heavy because, you know, if shots are more inclined to hit, you'll do more damage. That's the short of it. It really, really is. I suppose I could give a brief overview of the two types. Sentinel light guns, or just light guns in general, are better if you miss a lot of shots, whereas heavy are better if you hit the target. And, well, personally, I believe I hit more often than not, so I would go with the heavy. You're bound to do a little bit more damage. Just because there's more shots doesn't mean most of them are going to hit. I mean, they're smaller, for starters. But anyway, on to the real rockets. Max range, 15,400 meters. Base damage, 50 per rocket. Base cooldown, 20 seconds. The weapon utilizes railgun technology to propel small rockets at high speeds, producing a greater yield of damage. This weapon system supports combat against fast-moving targets, especially when used with the Sentinel's boost abilities. Right, so these things are actually a lot smaller than I remembered. I mean, they really are small, but quite fast. So I missed a lot of the time, which, you know, I was thinking maybe going with light real rockets because of the amount. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's fucking dogs at the back barking out of my, I suppose you could say, neighborhood or street. They're fucking annoying. There's some guy that keeps a lot of dogs. I don't know why he's allowed to. He doesn't really take good care of them. They're always barking, especially at night. That keeps me up. But back onto the light real rockets. They're more important. Go with heavy rail rockets if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, stick with the rail rockets until you learn how to use them. Then upgrade to the heavy rail rockets. Just do it. Thruster pulse. Max range 5,000. So anybody within the 5,000 meters is going to feel the effect of this thing. Base boost or slow 20% of maximum. Base cooldown 45 seconds. Duration 5 seconds. The thruster pulse is the flexible dual use area of effect ability, which serves two functions. The first augments the flight model of the owner and all allies within the sphere of influence by 20%. At the same time, it slows enemy engines by the same percentage. Right, so it's a nice ability that speeds up allies close to you and also slows enemies close to you. On to the two upgrades. Personally, whichever you prefer. One boosts your speed and reduces the enemy slow. The other increases the enemy slow but reduces your speed. Simple. Just go with whatever one you want to use. Personally, I would go with the boost. You know, the thruster surge, the increase to speed. Just because I like a more aggressive playstyle. Harrier missiles. These things are pretty cool. They slow the enemy while also dealing damage, but I'll leave out all the stats because they're not really that interesting. Apart from the slow effect, which slows the enemy by 5 seconds, and the base cooldown, which is 42 seconds. It's quite a long cooldown. These fast-flying missiles boast rapid deployment and exceptional range. Despite their low yield impact damage, they target the enemy's flight model, causing a loss in maneuverability. This is increased per missile, which gets through the defenses. They're pretty nice. I would go with the ones that increase the damage though. These increase the slow. They increase the damage. More damage is better. I just think that way in life. If I'm able to do more damage in everything I do in my daily activities, then I'm happier for it. That's the way my life is. Propulsion field. Now this is where it gets nice. Radius 3,000 meters. Agility increased 15,000%. I wish it was that 15%. My bad. Base cooldown 90 seconds, so quite a long cooldown. When deployed, the propulsion field buoy. It's actually pronounced boy, by the way. I was saying buoy. You guys let me down big. I thought one of you would let me know that I was sounding like a complete gobshit. Where were we? When deployed, the propulsion buoy travels in the indicated direction for 1 second or until it collides with an object. It then generates a field that boosts allied maneuverability. The buoy is permanent up until the buoy is either replaced or by the parent ship, or is destroyed by an enemy. So anything inside this that's an ally will get I'm not really sure what agility increase entails. I'm assuming that's strafing, reversing, lowering, gaining altitude, things like that. But I'm not 100% sure. Onto the upgrade. Propulsion Arena. This increases the area and reduces the agility gain by 5%. Recharge rate is increased by 133%. You know what? I'm not even sure if that's actually... Hold on. I'm not actually sure what that means. Recharge rate, 133%. When deployed, the recharge buoy travels in the indicated direction for 1 second. Right, okay. Both of these, personal preference. Get your increase, or your recharge rate increase, which I'm not really too sure what it actually means. What does that even mean? Recharge rate, I would assume that's your cooldown, but the cooldown's exactly the same. Unless it just hasn't been changed, which is really confusing. I'll get back to you guys, not there one. I'm not too sure what it means. But of these two, I would just stick with the normal propulsion field, honestly. I mean, that loss in 5%, you know how I feel though, it's really a personal preference again. I would just go with the default one. But anyway, yeah, let's check out a game and see how I do. Of course, it will be live as always, so you can see me fuck up, you can see me do well, or anything in between. More than likely I'm going to fuck up, but we'll see what happens. Let's hit it. Let's hit that out launch. Let's see what servers I have selected. Do I want to hit US? I've heard now they have problems with their servers, whereas the Europe ones have been fixed. Oh, bother. Let's just play an eye, see what happens. Hello there, and welcome back. Yeah, so I had trouble getting into this game. I had 4 games crashing me, or well, not so much crash as get stuck on the loading screen that appears before the game actually starts. After it finds you a group or whatever, it spins there, goes games find or whatever, game loading or whatever. And I got stuck 4 times, so here we are. We finally got into a game, and Gapetus in chat seems to have had trouble getting a game as well. Oh my god, matchmaker hell is over? I'm not sure. Maybe just a stroke of luck. But yes, here we go. In the Sentinel, let's see how badly I mess up. So on the team, we've got an Interceptor, a Protector, a Phantom, Ghost, that is, and a Gladiator. Oh, how I wish I was in your bloody captain's chair, Mr. Warnall Poax. Alright. Let's see, where are they all going? I'm going to head on over to Alpha. Provide some support to my old buddy who's on his own. What's he in? The Ghost. Right, so he'll, oh, it's an Interceptor. What the hell? Is there two of them? That can't be right. Oh, I'm just looking at the wrong one. Right, Mr. Interceptor, you've got me as your support so I can boost you, make you run away faster, and other such things. Right. Let me see. Where are we here? Right, enemy Sentinel probably has more experience than I do. So, who's he got with him? Two Sentinels, really? So, let's have some fun. See if damage we can actually do here. Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I am gonna die a horrible death. Why did I do this? Why am I in the Sentinel? It's not my glorious and lovely Gladiator. Why am I here? Come on, please kill him, Mr. Interceptor. What's going on? Did he not follow me? The Git! The Git! The Git! Oh, he is here. He's just... What the fuck is he doing? Is he attacking the other guy? He's too busy talking. Please play and let's talk. You know, in this game where there's no voice chat, it would be nice to have voice chat. I mean, he knew that I boosted there, he knew that I dropped my buff, and he should have been paying attention. An Interceptor, in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, could have killed that guy in less than 10 seconds. Completely murdered him. Alright, so I'm going back to level up, then I'll push the lane. Here he is back. Shame on you, Mr. Inzis. For shame. For shame. You had better redeem yourself. You're in an Interceptor with a skin, so I'm assuming you're good in it. Let's see. Then again, rednecks and chavs wear camo pants. Doesn't mean they're in the military, so let's see. You redeem yourself there, mister. Oh, I love that crew member, Mr. Skeleton Balls. Right, this is something actually that I'm not too sure on. Do I go utility or attack? You know, I'm not too sure, so I'm going to go attack. I hope he knows how to play this thing, because I'm stuck on the lane with him. Also, why are they not pushing? What's going on? Is this like a lemon game? What's going on? I feel like I'm stuck in limbo. That guy... That was a bit of my fault. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, but he missed most of his shots with his main gun, and he also kinda missed his nuke shot when the target was not that far in front of him. Defend me, fool! Defend me! Defend your support! Oh, I wish I could swap places. I really wish I could. Not to be too hard on the guy, but are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? It's not just me, right, is it? Then again, he's probably being ganked by 2 players that are actually good in the Sentinel. We'll see at the end of the game if they're actually grouped up. But also, the guys in B don't seem to be pushing the lane. Come on, get down now, you dirty... You dirty banker, you. Come on, get those rail rockets back up and running, lads. Come on, Interceptor. You can take one of them down. Come on, I'm still here. Well, this isn't a good game. But I suppose it goes to prove that I don't just upload games that I do well in. I'm too lazy for that. Far too lazy for it. What's... Dude, you're facing her. What are you guys doing? I'm so confused. Right, so, in order I have little breaks from fractured space. It's kind of because things like this happen. And rather than send myself into a mental case hospital, I stopped playing the game for a while. Get behind that shield. Come on. Blank. In the face, real rockets. Should be able to kill him anyway. Come on. More shots. Come on, come on. Damn it, one more. Come on, we can do this. Damn it! And we got him anyway. Good stuff. Luke is disconnected. Oh, he's in the enemy team. I hate when that happens, even in the enemy team. I hate unfair games. I have no words. I have no words. Absolutely. Oh, those 2 guys are working together. Damn it. Well, this is going to be fun. Might as well just fucking stand here or float here and let them kill me. Oh no, oh. So, something I should mention, I'm not feeling too well. I've been ill for the past half a week or so. And the only reason I haven't streamed most of the week because I've been feeling ill. And I'm only recording because I feel guilty for not uploading something. So, in case I just disappear, it's because I'm running to the bathroom. Who's Liquid Ice? The Ghost, okay. How's he doing? He's not doing too badly. He's doing the best here, actually. I mean, I suppose you could say that in Attackcraft or even some heavies, it's possible to carry the game in some way, shape or form. If you're good, and if the ship's good. But I can't do nothing about this. I will try my best because what else can I do? I'm not going to try my worst. Why would I even do that? See what you mean? See what I mean about the smart gun here tracking on? I suppose that's what smart gun means. It's like in Titanfall with a pistol that's incredibly overpowered, and in any other game it would be considered a hack, but it's still in the game. It kind of works in this ship. It really does. I got help. I do indeed. Right. Insys, I don't mean you any insult, but I would recommend you try a different ship. I don't think the Interceptor's for you, mate. I really don't, I'm sorry to say. Can I get some heals, Mr. Protector? I've been floating here for the past 30 seconds. You haven't even looked at me. I'm starting to think you don't like me for some reason. I wonder why that is. What's he doing? Where is he? Is he even here? Where the fuck did the ghost go? Oh, the Protector? Oh, he's dead. Ugh, god damn it. So it's not such a good game to be showing off the Sentinel in, but I'll try and demonstrate it where I can. This game's definitely going to give me a bad taste for supports. Really is. Which is, I don't want it to. I really don't want it to. Come on, Gladiator, wreck the crap out of him. Finish him off. We're in back. Let's go. Let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going? B. Ah, damn it. Right, I'm not going to be able to get him in time, am I? He's going to attempt to jump, isn't he? Yep, he's going to attempt to jump. And he's getting healed. Great. This is not good. This is really not good. Oh, I just hit a rock as well. I'm not used to that speed. In the stream the other day, I was actually playing the Colossus for the first time in a while. I had unlocked it, but not played it that often. And I hit the speed boost, and I wasn't used to it, and I crashed right into a meteor right in front of all the people. Quite embarrassing, I have to say. Damn it, this is not enjoyable. I know. You're a Protector. I'm a Sentinel. Supposed to have to get used to people seeing this thing is not a great support. I can make you go faster. I can give you speed and I can give the enemy marijuana, but that's all I can do. I can do some nice damage too, though. Is that ghost actually just sitting there attacking that? No FK teamwork. Who's saying that? The amazing Gladiator there. Words of wisdom from himself. Sent actually has sent. I know. I was joking. Shit, we lost Gamma as well. I'm not surrendering. I don't like surrendering. I like getting as much XP as possible. Suppose you could say you get more XP if you join the game really quickly afterwards, but everyone else surrendered, unfortunately. Well, that's brilliant. And I am not waiting for another game that I'll actually get into. Dear Lord. Never before have I been on a team where the Interceptor was that bad. Never in my life. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to sound like an asshole or anything, but I mean, the Interceptor is one of the easiest classes, or not easiest classes. Well, damage dealers are really easy to play. Apart from the ships like the Ghost and the not the Interceptor, the Assassin. Is that what it's called? Hold on. Where are we here? Infiltrator, that's it. Ships like that aren't easy to play. They require some knowledge and experience, but ships like the Reaper, the Interceptor, ships like that are very, very easy to play. And when you do that badly, it's either because your internet connection is absolutely crap, but I suppose in that he would have been teleporting all over the place and just rubber banding, but he wasn't. So he's just pretty bad. And I didn't do too well in the Sentinel either. It's not too bad in the damage, but whenever you're being gangbanged by 2 other Sentinels, and can I actually, hold on, is there actually a way to check my previous games? There's gotta be, right? Hold on. Is there not a way to check my... Damn it. No, it doesn't look like there is. I didn't do too well anyway. I mean, none of us did. Well, I suppose the Ghost did well, but you know what? This is a support ship. It makes other ships go faster, and it makes the enemy ships go slower. Its guns are nice. I actually do really like its weaponry. I mean, the Sentinel gun is pretty damn nice. I would, and probably am going to try and get this heavy Sentinel smart gun after I unlock the Interceptor. Maybe even the heavy rail rockets and the Harrier... Yeah, the Harrier yield missiles to do a bit more damage, as the amount of support you're actually doing is limited. You know what? I'd say the Pioneer is more support than this thing, and the Pioneer is complete and utter bollocks. And oh yes, shots have been fired. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what you're going to see whenever you see me flying support. I'm not the best. I really am not. But I'm kind of obsessed with playing every ship in the game, even ships I dislike a great deal. So I'll end up probably, more than likely, covering the Protector, the Equalizer. I've heard the Equalizer is actually really good. I don't like the Protector. I really don't. I don't think there's any problem with having support ships in the game. I like support when it's done the way the Sentinel does it. Or even... let me just have a look here. Yeah, even, you know, the Equalizer for the most part, but I don't like ships that have a great big green beam which magically makes it able to repair hull damage. This green beam just flies over a completely undestroyed hull and puts it all back together again, completely fixed and with a new paint job and everything else, polished with turtle wax. It bothers me, it really annoys me. It's unrealistic. You don't see it in any sci-fi universe, not any that I've experienced anyway, unless there's some magical, all-knowing, powerful alien entity involved. I like ships that support by supporting, not by just fucking completely healing a ship with a magical green beam. But I suppose a lot of people will be annoyed if it was removed, and I suppose, again, like, this technically needs a healer. It is quite irritating when you're going one-on-one against a ship and their health's down to half, whereas yours like 70 to 80% full, and the Protector magically flies in with its green beam of doom and bullshit and heals the guy up to full, while you're just sitting there going, well, aren't I fucked? If only I had a green beam of my own. It's completely and utterly annoying. Yeah, but I've spent a lot more time talking about other ships than I have the Sentinel. The Sentinel is a ship that I like. I'm not too good on it, and that's more or less because I haven't spent a lot of time on it, but I can understand how to play it. I do understand the basics of it. So if you're interested in a ship that's not a support ship, especially, that's not too bad on the damage, and can help your team as well, with mobility and things like that, as well as deterring the enemy speed and slowing them down, then the Sentinel's the ship for you. Thank you all very much for watching. Do not forget, I'm going to be putting this at the end of every video. Can be annoying, I know, but I do have a Patreon. I currently have 3 patrons, and every single one of you who have become a patron are awesome. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. So if anybody else wants to become a patron, then feel free. I will put the link down below. You can donate anything from $1 upwards, I believe. I'm not too sure on if it accepts anything lower than that, but anything from $1 upwards is appreciated. In fact, I would take anything, to be honest. Right, I'll explain it in this video, because a lot of people will watch my Fractured Space videos more so than anything else. Currently, I am unemployed. Currently, I am not receiving any benefits from the UK government because they're assholes and they are taking so fucking long to process anything, and the only source of income I have is little dribs and drabs that I get from YouTube, which is honestly nothing at all. It's really nothing, honestly. So whatever income I can get will be greatly appreciated. I do enjoy making videos, and the more patrons I get, the more frequently I can upload videos. I currently do try to do it once every day, and if not, once every couple of days. But I'm trying to get it every single day. And if I can get it to a point where I'm able to sustain myself from YouTube, then I will be uploading more videos, because honestly, it's my hobby and it's the thing I enjoy doing. But sadly, the world doesn't run off hopes and dreams. It runs off money, which is unfortunate, because I don't even spend the stuff when I have it, apart from bills. And on, well, where is she? A nice shiny skin for my big equipped lady. So with all that said, thank you all very much for watching, and of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Good day, loyal citizens of the Empire. Today, the Emperor has employed a system that will allow you to support the latest Imperial endeavors. Click the link below to support a safer and brighter future for every citizen of the Empire.